Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second and 12, Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now Wentz.
The partner, I think that's a great example.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, 31 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this year. And he's going to go down again. Fletcher Cox, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Here's Jackson to return. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Wilson. He fights him off. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Carson. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And that'll hit and kick out of bounds, they say, right at the 50-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Hey, zoom.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Right there, 54.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that's incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Peek.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Black, come on.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Running with Howard. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He was brought down by Quentin Jefferson.
On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch out.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Wentz, and he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
1st down, Seattle.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Brought down by Nate Gary.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
You don't want it.
Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 39 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
He's got a man, complete, and all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 58 yards. Wentz going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Two-jet. Smoke. No.
Shot 24.
Done.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be a